Make sure you subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. And to never miss another lecture from Miracle, hit the bell icon to get regular updates on English literature.
Hello and welcome to Miracle English Language and Literature Institute. I'm Simran Saran. I came here from Junjuno. I heard a lot about this institute and I watched a lot of video of Professor Abha Sharma ma'am. It's wonderful experience and I suggest people out there to come and join the institute. And please excuse my pronunciation because it's of mother tongue effect. Today I would like to speak about famous author of Victorian era, Thomas Hardy. Thomas Hardy was born on 2 June 1840 in Dorset, England, where his father worked as stonemason and local builder. His mother Jemima was a well-read lady and she educated Thomas until he went to his first school at the age of 8. For several years he went to Mr. Last's Academy where he learned Latin and demonstrated academic potential because his family was lacked the means of university education. Hardy firstly moved to architecture. There he enrolled as a student of King's College London, but then he totally devoted to literature. A Victorian realist in the tradition of George Eliot, he was influenced both in his novel and in his poetry by romanticists, especially by William Wordsworth. He was highly critical on the declining status of rural society, especially in southwest England. In 1870, he met and fell in love with Emma, and in 1874 he married to her. Unfortunately, in 1912 his wife Emma died and he fell mentally sick. And to fulfill his lease in 1814 he remarried to his secretary Florence Emily Dugdale, who was 39 years his junior. In 1910 he was awarded the Order of Merit and after some years he was nominated for the Nobel Prize in Literature. The Poor Man and the Lady was his first novel, but it was failed to find a publisher and never published in his lifetime. After some time, he wrote two novels, Desperate Remedies and Under the Greenwood Tree, which were published anonymously. He was highly influenced by the theory of evolution and due to the impact of it, he became pessimist. He coined the new term immanent will. A Pair of Blue Eyes, his novel drawing on Hardy's courtship on Emma, was firstly published with his own name. His novel Far from the Madding Crowd, he firstly introduced the reason basics. While Hardy wrote a lot of poetry throughout his life, but his first collection of poems never published until 1898. Many of Hardy's novels concern the tragic characters which are struggling against their passion and social circumstances. Hardy also visited the field of the Battle of Waterloo where Napoleon's armies defeated, and using Napoleonic wars to dramatize his involving philosophy, he also pioneered a new kind of verse. He wrote 14 novels, 3 volumes of stories, and a lot of poems. His novel The Mayor of Casterbridge was his masterpiece, and his novel The Return of the Native was his most ambitious novel, and his novel Far from the Madding Crowd was major literary success. There are some famous quotes of Thomas Hardy. Time changes everything except something within us which is always surprised by the change. Fear is the mother of foresight. A man's silence is wonderful to listen to. And yet to every bad there is a verse. A lover without indiscretion is not a lover at all. In 1928, Thomas Hardy died, and according to his will, his heart was buried in Stamford near the grave of his wife and his ashes buried in Poets Corner, Westminster Abbey. I hope that you like my efforts, so please like, comment and subscribe this channel. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you.